edition of the Sportsport. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sportsport. I am your host and producer for the day, Tony, as Brian is still on assignment in Florida, dude. Very exciting stuff. The Lightning game last night, the spring training during the day. But nonetheless, I am here to bring you some sports here from the Downtime TV studios on this beautiful Fitted Hat Friday, dude. I'm totally stoked for today's episode. We have so much to get to. Arnold Palmer Invitational, obviously going on live right now. I'll give you live updates from that, probably some commentary as well. I'm stoked for that, dude. Of course, we have some spring training, MLB to get to. And of course, some NHL. Deadline is today at 3 o'clock, I believe, is the end of the deadline. I'm sure a few teams, the Devils, the Rangers, possibly even the Bruins, the Islanders, a lot of teams in our area, I guess, specifically, looking to still probably make some last-minute moves. So hopefully we'll have some breaking news during the show, but if not, we'll be breaking down said trades that have already happened, perhaps even looking forward to some potential trades that still could happen. But first, of course, we must get to the comments because it is getting pretty spicy in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what's going on here. As we typically do, bang. Let me just change that. Michael Buckta here. First, Lakers equals clutch. Obviously, the big overtime win against the Knicks last night. Monster W last night. It was Luka fadeaway 3 over Towns last night in OT. Was fire. It obviously was a great step back 3, obviously pivotal moment as well in overtime. It was a rainbow 3. I mean, obviously going over Towns isn't easy, and he did it was a little switch action. You kind of try, and then whoa, dude. Luka being Luka. Michael Buckta says the Lakers are really hyping me up, and this is where things get interesting because we have Josh B coming in hot, dude. Says fuck the crybaby ass Lakers, bro. Buckta, whiny ass flopping. Oh, sorry, it's Buncha, not Buckta. He didn't say Buckta. There was a typo. Maybe he meant Buckta, but he says Buncha, not to be confused with Buckta. Whiny ass, floppy ass babies, dude. They have floppy asses on the Lakers, is what Josh B is saying. Floppy asses, whining crybabies. He says every single whistle, not in their favor is a baby complaint from Luka and LaFlop, dude. And then this is where Michael Buckta claps back. You're molding, buddy. What? Molding. I'm going to Google this one, dude. This may not be a word that I know, that Michael Buckta knows. Molding, meaning, definition, is a slang word. It's a slang word. Interesting. Oh, my. I guess I never really heard of that. I guess it's a slang word meant to be a combination of mad and balding. Refers to a person, often a gamer, who gets extremely heated and irritated about something to the point where they could metaphorically lose their hair / pull it out of their head. Which is pretty wild, dude. I guess you learn something new every day. Michael Buckta, the wordsmith, okay? Oh, wow, dude. Putting on an act like a thespian. You're just jealous you don't have Luka. And he says, so zip your mouth, Josh B. Wow, dude. Replace Barnes permanently campaign. What's up? That's what we're talking about, dude. He says, who's joining my campaign? Solo Tony needs to happen way more. I don't want Barnes in the sports board if he keeps going away too often, which he does, Michael. And then Josh B. Oh, hi, Tony. He says, laughing emojis, dude. Things are heating up, dude. See, Tommy's in there for Instagram. I'm pretty sure I heard Tommy's voice on Rick and Dave this morning, dude. Gripes with whatever cable company. Comcast. I think that was it. Saturday night came. I didn't catch the beginning of the call, but if that was you, dude, that was a great call. They loved it, dude. The complaining, because it is nonsense, dude. It really is. Derpy comes in with the classic Cavs by a billion tonight, dude. So things are heating up. Things are getting spicy in the comment section. Obviously, I mentioned deadline. You want to talk Knicks. You want to talk some maybe football offseason moves. There's a few out there that we haven't really dove into, or just that would be spring training. Like Juan Soto just totally missed playing balls in right field. Call in phone lines. It's Friday, 646-285-1259. We're going around the horn, people. But yeah, dude, I'm stoked, and we have so much to get to, so I don't want any time to waste. As I said, we'll probably give you updates. I guess we'll just go real quick update. Leaderboard: Arnold Palmer, Wyndham Clark, your outright leader right now. He hasn't teed off yet today, but he's 5 under, shot at 67 yesterday. Best score. What's up, Shaden Lowry, who just is starting to tee off, I believe. Actually, looks like he's through 2 holes already. -1 on the day. 4 under total for second place, and we have a 3-way tie for Corey Connors. For third between Corey Connors, Christian Bezenhout, Keegan Bradley, all at 3 under. Keegan, some ups and downs yesterday. Even though he had a great round, shot at 69. Was definitely shaking his head a lot, though. Not great body language, dude. And then we have a 3-way tie for 6 as well. Cam Davis, Siwoo Kim, Justin Rose, all at 2 under, have yet to tee off. Corey Connors through 5, even. Christian Bezenhout through 3, even. So obviously we'll be coming at you with some more live updates. But first, dude, Michael Buckton, by the way, real quick, if I were producer, I would have Barnes terminated from the Sportsport in a heartbeat, he says. Well, Michael, I mean, Brian is great. Brian is away, not here. Of course, if any great coach, okay, anyone in sports would say your greatest ability is your availability, okay? Brian's not available right now. No, but obviously Brian, great host. Need him, have him. Michael, you're not producer. Can't be going away too often. I mean, that's part of the job. Sorry, traveling is once in a while thing. This is 2 weekends now, Brian. Michael's very upset with you. Derby says RIP around the horn. Short ESPN's ending in May after 23 years. Yes, dude. I know, and I said around the horn right there with the cameras, but really no pun intended. I don't know, dude. I mean, it was an okay show. I think it's ending for a reason. Obviously, I mean, it is great. 23 years, over 2 decades of a show is absolutely ridiculous. And a lot of great, ESPN casters started in that show. And, ESPN, it survived plenty of changing of the guards over there at ESPN. It's very interesting, the way sports, entertainment, and media is kind of produced nowadays. Vastly different than 23 years ago, for sure. A lot of which because of social media, a lot of which because of the needs and wants of its audience, but and the changing of its audience, younger, whatever, dude. But yeah, RIP to that show, dude. Obviously, great job being produced there. Derby says terminated with sharks with freaking lasers attached to their freaking heads. I don't ask for much. We couldn't get sharks. I forget whatever excuse they give, EPA, whatever. We have sea bass. Demented sea bass. Are they ill-tempered? If Brian was here, he would not be. I'm getting pissed about this, he says, Michael Buckta. Brian would be getting pissed. He's throwing out Austin Powers references here. But let's not get sidetracked here. Let's go real quick now. Let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Speed, here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's the middle, great hit, Cameron. It's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, rink Washington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pastrnak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
Get hammered.
Right, you are, Brian, for getting hammered. By the way, we got a little Willy Wonka happening. Speaking of getting hammered on the TV, top left of your screen, dude. Gene Wilder, nothing like it, dude. But in any case, let's get down to business. Or as I had sidetracked as I was yesterday, not good. We had to talk some NHL trade deadline here. My team sucks, so I don't like to talk about the NHL. You have to remind me of, is it... I don't even know who your team is, Derpy, honestly, for hockey. Remind me who it is, dude. But I guess it's bad, so, I mean, Again, your Cavs, Cleveland, Ohio, Columbus, Blue Jackets. Obviously not if you think your team sucks, because I don't think they lost 3 in a row now, but I mean, they've had a great. Oh, he's the Pens fan. Oh, yeah, sorry, dude. The Penguins. Yeah, it is going to be tough, dude. I'm curious to hear what you think about, like, Crosby sticking around. Obviously, you guys are going out for a rebuild. Given some of the moves you made already. I mean, and I guess it's good that Crosby's sticking around for that rebuild for the next 2 years. But it should be pretty interesting to see, kind of what happens in the next 3 years with the Penguins, and you think about how dominant they were with Crosby in the 2010s ish area, up to 2017, I think, right? 2017, is that when they beat San Jose? No. Yes. I forget. In any case, dude, let's get to some of the Brian Barnaby says, hi, Michael Buckta. Brian, undoubtedly.
Get hammered.
Right now, dude. Brian obviously went to the Lightning game last night, and they won. I forget who had a hat trick. But Derpy, there were rumors about Crosby being traded. Yes, I know, dude, but he did sign that 2-year deal, right? So I don't know. He seems to want to stick around, which I guess is a good sign, but I guess, yeah, I mean, do you want him to stick around? I mean, would you rather see him traded? Brian Barnaby about to tee off, dude, much like Rory McIlroy, okay, who's paired up with his Irish brother and Shane Lowry today. I think they're through 3 holes actually right now as I'm looking at Shane Lowry on the 3rd hole. Looks like it's a par 4, 437. Should be interesting to see what Rory as well as Brian Barnaby scores here on the course. No doubt Brian probably wishing he was at Bay Hill right now for the Arnold Palmer Invitational. He'll have to settle for some course in Florida, though. That's all right, dude. 2016, San Jose. 2017 was Nashville. Thank you for reminding me. I'm not going to lie, Derpy, I was rooting really hard for the Sharks in 2016. It's so funny. Oh, my goodness. Patrick Marleau, dude. I mean, I really wanted to see him win one with the Sharks. I know a Canadian guy, but Shark for lifer. Brian Barnaby, I won't hold it against Michael, but wow. I know, right, Brian? Kind of outrageous, dude. Like, you better watch out, Michael Buckta. Like, sleep with one eye open here, because when Brian Barnaby gets back into the state lines of Connecticut, whoo, not good, dude. The disrespect is pretty unreal, dude. I don't know if it's stemming from the Disney or what, dude, but it is pretty significant. Also, what was significant were some of the trades we've seen. Probably the biggest one to come overnight here was the Brock Nelson trade. This was absolutely huge. Brock Nelson's someone who I've been fond of. I've used him several times for my fantasy teams, and he's got me good runs. As well as in terms of an Islander, I think it's 12 years, 12 seasons as a New York Islander, having some great years, obviously being the veteran player now on the team, leading the team, to be honest, dude. Leadership on and off the ice, showing examples on the ice, scoring. I think he has probably like 46 points this year. I guess I can just pull up his stats. I don't know why I'm trying to guess here. 43 points over 61 games played, 20 goals, 23 assists, pretty even-keeled. Nice and
Symmetrical, Tony.
Thank you very much, Brian. Originally drafted in 2010, dude. First rounder, 30 overall here. Now getting traded to the Colorado Avalanche. What did the Islanders get in return? They get a bunch of prospects here. William Dufault, Cal Ritchie, Oliver Killington, a first rounder in either 2025 or 2026 NFL draft, a conditional 3rd round pick as well in, I think, 2026. That's dependent on Brock Nelson, I think, playing 50% of the Colorado's playoff games, and if they win the cup or not, which, not for nothing, adding Brock Nelson to Colorado is pretty dangerous. I mean, that guy, again, 3rd line, 4th line even. I mean, he's a gritty player, plays physical, obviously has an ability to score. It's interesting that they gave up that much, to be honest. I know Brock Nelson is, one of the bigger pieces to fall, or just in general in coming to this deadline here, which, again, is up at 3 o'clock today. So expect some more moves here. But, definitely sad to see the Islanders, let him go. It made sense, though. It was anticipated. And honestly, the haul they got for him is pretty crazy, because Cal Ritchie, I believe, is a 21-year-old, 27th overall pick in the 2023 draft by Colorado, and has been, in their minor league system. I believe he is a Michigan boy. No, maybe not. doesn't really, or just Canadian guys and some Canadian maybe minors or junior league, whatever. But he's supposed to be a very highly touted player here, 21 years old, so obviously great youth. William Defoe, also 23 years old here, prospect, which is great. He's going to be not highly touted, but Cal Ritchie, Cal Ritchie was the highest touted prospect, I believe. So it should be interesting to see what the Islanders do with him, as well as Oliver Killington, who is 27-year-old, I believe, defenseman. I thought I wrote this down here. He's okay, I guess, but still another piece to grab and to use him right now. Brock Nelson also 50% of his salary, which is around $3 million, is retained by the Islanders, helping Colorado out, sweetening the pot a little bit more, because not for nothing, Brock Nelson is 34 years old, 33 years old, turning 34 in October 15th, so obviously after the season. But nonetheless, dude, kind of a crazy trade. Sad to see Brock Nelson go. But again, I mean, the Islanders absolutely, I feel like, won this trade. A trade that everyone saw coming. You're not going to re-sign Brock Nelson because the Islanders are in a transitional period. Not for nothing, they're not like this. Their season is probably over here at this point. They're not making a wild card spot most likely. So obviously, Lou Amarillo making some significant moves here, and absolutely a big win. I know Colorado probably sees it as, we had Brock Nelson, which is great for the playoffs, but you gave up a lot, dude. So I guess, good for them. Good for them. Good for the Islanders. Good for Colorado. Obviously, best of luck coming out of the West. I believe they're still a wild card team. But obviously, you look at their roster now, and let's just see. I guess you can probably just stick Nelson on a wing as well. I know he is a center. But let's look, I guess. Colorado. I know I was mentioning are they in the wild card? They are the wild card, first wild card spot, 8 points ahead of the second wild card spot. So, I mean, I'm trying to see here. Maybe they can catch T-Bay, but I mean, I don't think so, dude. In any case, I really hate my laptop sometimes, dude. But let's just go to Michael Buckta. All right, this is kind of pissing me off right now. The internet, dude. So I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, it looks like, I'm looking at right now, slated to potentially be the second line center here with Nichushkin and Jonathan Drouin. I mean, listen, that's great. Brock Nelson gets a lot of looks, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure Casey Middlestad's production or Jack Jury, but I've seen their names a couple times. Interesting to see Jimmy Vesey on that left wing for Colorado as well. Damn, dude. I mean, Colorado's heavy hitting team, dude. They're a crazy wild card spot to think about that, dude. So it's gonna be great to see what Brock Nelson can produce there. Derpy says, I wouldn't be surprised if Carlson is moved today. That would be interesting. Eric Carlson, the Green Goblin, plays hockey. Willem Dafoe, dude. I know, how funny is that? Not to be confused with the actor Willem Dafoe. This is William Dafoe. But that'd be pretty sick, dude, if he kind of plays into that. In any case, dude, yeah, I mean, Eric Carlson, and again, I'm sure his offensive production this year is decent. Looks like for the defenseman, 45 points, 8 goals, 37 assists. That's great. I mean, let's look at some block shots, some hits, 78 block shots, 20 hits. Definitely not as physical as you want him to be. And again, maybe some more. I mean, you think of some of his better years with Ottawa. I know it seems like a decade ago because it was, but goddamn, it's been few and far between. Minus 23 on the ice, but I guess that's Pittsburgh perhaps this year. But still, I mean, his contract is so crazy, dude. Let's look at his contract. Eric Carlson. I feel that's someone who obviously took advantage going from Ottawa, then San Jose, dude, but definitely cashed in a lot through the years. 8 years, $92 million. Holy shit. He has 2 more seasons after this year, making 11.5. I mean, who the hell is going to want that contract, though, Derpy, Raquel, too. Raquel, I'd like to see the Rangers pick up. Rick Raquel, I'm down with that, but I'm probably not, to be honest. I think the Rangers would. I mean, let's see. Let's look at some Rick Raquel action, dude. It's so interesting to see, the Penguins being a team that's selling at the time here, but hesitant to move Raquel, it seems, reports are saying. I mean, I don't know, dude. He's not crazy young, 31 years old, but 53 points. I mean, that's a great forward right there. Yeah. Having one of his better years, too, in Pittsburgh, a year potentially even wasted for him at his 31 age season. I guess we'll see. I don't even know. Is he a second line guy for Is he a second line guy for the Penguins? I don't know, dude. I mean, it'd be interesting. Again, I mean, I can't see. I mean, they would have to retain half the contract for Carlson if you're trying to move him. I guess we can look up Rick Raquel's contract, too. Is he going to be a free agent anytime soon? Rick Raquel. Okay. Oh, yeah, he has 3 more years making $5 million per year. That's movable. It's doable. That would probably be... It's tough, though, because if you're looking to rebuild, I mean, I guess you got prospects you want to maybe get. But that's tough, dude. I'm not going to lie. I mean, he'd be one of the pieces maybe you try and want to keep around. But, again, if you're going for the full rebuild, he's a first left winger. I mean, you're going to have to try and get rid of, I don't know what Kevin Hayes' deal is or some fourth-line guys. Chris Letang, Erik Karlsson. I know, it's just a contract. I don't know the deal is with Chris Letang, but what's his contract looking like? You can probably try and dump him for a team. Chris, I mean, like, do you want Chris Letang? I mean, again, you're going for a little bit of a rebuild. But again, I mean, Crosby, 2 more years. Letang, 57 games played, 37 years old. I mean, let's look at his contract, right? I mean, it can't be nothing. Is it something crazy? Why do I keep losing that, dude? Oh, here it is. Let's go to Chris Letang. Chris Letang. 6.1, 3 more years. Wow, dude. You signed him 5 years for, what was that, 35 million, 30 million, 36 million. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, again, I mean, maybe a little bit on the higher side for defenseman, but someone with his experience. I mean, again, like, maybe Penguins retain 25% of that. Rangers get, Chris Tang, $4 million for the next few years. But I mean, boy, that's probably the opposite of really what the Rangers are trying to do. I mean, especially, once you're trying to make it for a run for the Cup now, again, if you're like Colorado, Tampa Bay, even, I could see that. A team that's trying to win right now doesn't really care about the future that much. Maybe those are the guys you're trying to look, even for Carlson, too. I mean, if Tampa Bay gets Carlson on defense, watch out, dude. But they would need a lot of cap space, That'd be tough, dude. That'd be very, 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 very tough, dude. Decisions being made. We also had another trade, by the way, overnight. One that's, just like the Islanders, close to home, more for us, because it was a Ranger. Riley Smith here gets dealt to Vegas, which is pretty interesting. Reunites, yet another reuniting of a player with a former team here. Rangers, in exchange for Riley Smith, get Brendan Brisson, a 23-year-old who, University of Michigan, prospect here. He's a right winger, I believe. He's been in the minors this year, 45 games, 19 points, not great. Few games in the majors, in the NHL here. I think only 9 games, no points to really show for it. And those games were in January. So, has been down in the minors, like I said, 45 games, 19 points. So again, some prospect there, but I don't know, man. I mean, whenever the Rangers get prospects, it's like we haven't developed a player in a while, really good, and he's, already 23 years old. But again, maybe he's got some good tendencies over there from Vegas. They also get a 3rd-round pick for 2025. Immediately flip it for Carson Soucy, a defenseman, who I think is 30 years old. Has had good years for defenseman from Vancouver, I believe. I don't know what other team he was maybe originally drafted by, because I don't think he was Vancouver. Maybe he was with Seattle first. I forget. But He's had some good years. Off year this year for sure. But I don't know. I mean, I guess Carson Soucy, I mean, it's, I've seen him make some good plays in Vancouver. And again, maybe just poor Vancouver year, so he hasn't had a great year. So, I mean, I say that that's a good move. Again, almost another move like Brock Nelson, obviously not to that same tier of level of player, but Riley Smith was someone who's been out of the lineup for, I don't know, probably 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, a couple weeks. So, definitely a move that was anticipated, for the Rangers. So I guess, that was good. You got this, prospect, which is good. You got Carson Soucy, defenseman, good. Maybe you can mix up something if you put him in the lineup. By the way, Tommy does say, correct, that was me. Fuck Comcast, LOL. That's freaking hilarious. I would be pissed too. What the fuck, dude? And the ESPN Plus is bullshit, by the way. Like, I pay for ESPN Plus, and the team that I watch the most, I can't watch in the service that I pay you for. Like, the fucking nerve. The fucking nerve, dude. Rory McIlroy 2 under today. Write down a time code. I don't know, dude. Comcast, fuck that, dude. Taking some time, writing down the codes. I missed a time code earlier on, but that's fine, dude. It's fine. So good move there by Chris Drury and the Rangers. Again, let's look at Carson Soucy. I know I had his stuff brought up before, but let's go to a little Carson Soucy action. Vancouver, we know 6'5", 208, minus 13 in the ice, 10 points. Defenseman, lefty out of Alberta, dude. Look out. Minnesota, Seattle, Vancouver. 3 years Minnesota, 2 years in Seattle, 2 years in Vancouver. Now, obviously, this season, a year and 2/3, I guess. You look at some of his stats. I mean, nothing crazy pops off the page in terms of points. Nothing crazy where he pops off the page, in terms of hits or block shots. Classic defenseman, 90 block shots the last 3 years. Actually, 64 last season. He missed some time, though. Only 40 games last year in Vancouver. Obviously, a little bit injured. Hasn't really played a lot of full seasons. Hasn't played one full season, I guess. But I guess there's COVID in there for 20, 50 games. But still, it should be pretty interesting. 30 years old here, comes up in his 23 age season. So I don't know. Maybe you can capture some nice lightning in a bottle.
Lightning in a bottle, Tony.
Drinking some
Gentleman Jack.
Thank you, dude. Matthew Ryan says Rangers suck, LOL.
Suck it, Matthew Ryan.
The Devils are stupid bitches. I'm not gonna lie, dude. And honestly, like, they're gonna be like, if they make the playoffs, which they probably will, they're gonna be a first round exit, my guy. If they playoff start today, they'd be playing the Capitals, and they're getting swept. Okay, like they're weak right now, weak. And honestly, like, what moves have they really made, dude? They got what? The Devils got they made that stupid trade, the 3-way trade, the Oilers, Bruins. They got that Shane LaChance kid, and then they're paying 50% of Trent Frederick's salary for the Oilers. So, like, all right, you got this prospect. He plays for BU. He's probably a bitch. Nah, I don't know actually much about him. Maybe he's good. I think he's the captain at BU, to be honest. But in any case, you didn't really do anything to improve your roster right now. You still have Jack Hughes on the injured list here. So is he 100%, dude? I don't know. Kev Dew, Matthew Ryan, you suck, bro. Put some respect on the Rangers' name. Make that the last time I tell you, he says. And he says, let's go. We want to smoke. Matty Ryan, suck a B-O-D. Okay, and you guys can figure out what that is at home if you're just listening, not watching, because, Kev Dew spells it out for you in the comments.
I can take it.
Let's go, baby. So you'll have to see that at a Kev Dew. But yeah, man, let's, again, like right now, the Rangers are playing some great hockey. They have a phenomenal weekend coming up, dude. I mean, back-to-back games, Saturday, Sunday, right? Because they're not playing tonight. It's Saturday and Sunday games. We know what you meant, bag. Even though bag. You said bag the first time. Then he says, nah. And he says bag. And then Brian says, missing a piece of my driver. Had to use a 5-iron off the tee. Hole 1 is a par. Great update from Brian Barnaby. Love the updates on the course, dude. Keep them coming for sure. But that's pretty wild, dude. I mean, I don't know, you're missing a piece of my driver. I got nothing for you on that one, dude. I mean, isn't that rule one of being a golfer? Who's your caddy, Brian? Didn't you have that, all like figured out for you, dude? In any case, what was I doing, dude? Oh yeah, NHL scores. Yeah, they're not playing tonight. They're playing Saturday, Sunday, which is crazy, by the way. Or are they playing tonight? No, they're not playing tonight. Yeah, Rangers, and we'll include the Rangers in the frenzy here. But boy, I mean, they're playing the Senators and the Blue Jackets back to back, and I'm like, why is that crazy? Well, because the Senators and the Blue Jackets are in the 1 and 2 wild card spots. Okay, not respectively. Senators are in 2, Blue Jackets are in 1. And, I mean, the Rangers are tied with the Senators, 67 points right now, but tiebreaker, Ottawa gets it. So if the playoffs start today, you bet your bottom dollar Rangers are on the outside looking in. Not good, dude. So, obviously you want to beat Ottawa. You need to beat Ottawa. And they have a game in hand on us. Or we have a game in hand on them, however it says. We have one more game played than them. So this is a must-win against Ottawa. And not for nothing, you play, Columbus on Sunday. It's kind of a must-win for that day as well, dude, if you want to catch Columbus. So pretty crazy, dude. Really, actually, like, this is probably like one of the most important weekends for the Rangers season right now. Good news is Ottawa and Columbus both 4-5-1 in their last 10 games. Columbus on a 2-game losing streak right now, which helps us a lot. And Ottawa also on a 1-game losing streak. I believe they both lost last night, to be honest. Which is pretty outrageous. And we'll get to the games from last night, but you got to fucking win these games, man. I mean, like, you have to go undefeated this weekend, and you can, dude. Again, I mean, you have the squad. I mean, Mika March, let's go, dude. JT hot right now. You want to hype that up for sure. I know you're probably still without Foxy, I would imagine, for this weekend, but we'll get to it, dude. But yeah, this is huge. I mean, I'm pretty pumped, dude. I'm pretty pumped for this weekend. It's gonna be great hockey. You got Saturday noon 30. You got the Rangers playing the Senators, and Sunday at 6 o'clock. So you're gonna want to catch both those games, dude. It'll Saturday. I know I'm working the Fairfield basketball game. I forget when crew call is, but the game's at 5. So crew call is probably at like whatever. So maybe Colony for like at lunchtime with myself, dude. Or we could do Rico's. That sounds nice. Maybe I'll do that, dude. In any case, going to be a dope little hockey weekend. Let's get to some scores from last night, though. Let's keep things moving along here. 35 minutes into the episode here. Kev Dew. Brian, hold on. Wait a minute. Kev Dew says, Brian, too many espresso martinis last night. Forgot the piece for his driver. Brian.
Get hammered.
Absolutely hammered last night, I'm sure. The dinner, dude, after the game, before the game, whenever. In any case, let's get to the games here last night. NHL, bang, scores from last night. We have some good ones, dude, to be honest. Some good games, some chalk games. Speaking of chalk, the Lightning, the game that Brian was at, Jake Gensel, the Hattie Boom Batty, dude. Bjorkstrand just was acquired from Seattle, right? Yes. He scored a goal as well in his Lightning debut. That's great. Sabres, keep it tough, dude. 6-5, high scoring, but obviously that goal in the third for the hat trick for Gensel. I think he had a hat trick in the second period, actually. So I don't know who scored that last goal. Probably maybe Bjorkstrand. In any case, great win there. Stars win it in OT 3-2 against Calgary. Calgary, Flames absolutely out of the picture. So good job there. Jason Robertson, 2 goals. Mentioned him yesterday. Avs took care of business against the Sharks. I mean, listen, business is business is business is business. They put a 7 spot up on the Sharks. They scored 3. But I mean, who the hell cares? John Pollock, who's probably hiding right now, his Red Wings lost in a pretty pivotal game, 4-2 against Utah Hockey Club. Again, the Red Wings, who I think have 66, maybe 64 points, do have a spot or a look at the wild card spot. But if they're losing games like this, they're going to be on the outside looking in come playoff time. Speaking of losing, Panthers shut out the Blue Jackets. I believe I called this one, to be honest. We even posted a reel about it. Fuck yeah, baby. Bobrovsky All 16 shots he's faced, he saved them with the shutout, baby. And then you get Reinhart with a goal and 2 assists there, getting in on every single goal there was. Andre Barkov, same deal, goal and 2 assists as well, getting on every goal they had. Blue Jackets, great loss, needed that one. The Jets also took care of business against the Flyers, 4-1. Scheifele, 1 goal, 2 assists. Eric Comrie for Winnipeg, 21 saves on 22 shot attempts there. Velarde, I mentioned for Winnipeg, he had the hat trick of assists, as Brian would say. Hurricanes, oh boy, beat the Bruins 3-2. Late period, Seth Jarvis, dude. I mean, just absolute brutal stick break in the defensive zone by the Bruins. Jarvis takes advantage late in the third, 3-2, your final score. That's a gut-wrenching loss, dude. But the Bruins season's over. Who gives a fuck, Riley Souza? Predators actually beat the Kraken yesterday. That was a big upset, 5-3. Forsberg, 2 goals. I think I actually maybe called this one on Forsberg as well, beating the Kraken. They suck. And then you go to the Oilers here, Battle of Canada. Oilers won 3-2, which helps out the Rangers, believe it or not. Had to take them to overtime, though. You know, Canadiens, hard team to put away. Draisaitl, goal and assist. Connor McDavid, I believe in an assist in this game. The assist on the game-winning goal in OT set up Evan Bouchard, the defenseman, who shows a lot of offensive prowess. He had a goal and assist in this game to give him the dub. Cole Caulfield for the Canadiens had 1 goal. But those were your recap scores last night. A little bit of How's Your Father to get it started. But, of course, now let's jump to a little action here. It's a Friday weekend edition of your NHL Frenzy, dude. And, of course, Rangers, no game today, but we'll be, I guess, predicting their 2 weekend games on Saturday and Sunday. Huge back-to-back action for the Rangers. But let's get started. I believe we have 6 games here for this Friday. A little 6-pack. Get the day started, ladies and gentlemen. So let's start it off, dude. Again, I'll have to do some organizing myself. We'll start at 7 p.m. as Matthew Ryan's Devils, looking to hold on to the 3rd spot here in the Metropolitan, which they probably will, but they could not do. They're 4-6 in their last 10, looking for a nice dub against a heavy-hitting team. Winnipeg Jets, Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Winnipeg coming in here as the road favorites, -125. Over-under is 5.5. First time these two teams are meeting each other, Devils working on the 2-game losing streak, getting outscored 6-3 in those 2 games. Sands, Jack Hughes, Winnipeg taking care of business against Philly. Seems to be off the schneid. 3-game losing streak before their win yesterday. Jets on the back-to-back. Comrie started yesterday, so you're getting the best Hellebuck can offer for the Jets. That's going to put the Devils in a tough spot here, which is why I'll say Jets win here. Connor Hellebuck still looking for that elusive 7th shutout of the year. I say he gets it tonight, 7 p.m. in New Jersey. He'll be celebrating probably out somewhere in Jersey City, perhaps even Hoboken, drinking with the boys, celebrating a nice dub here. Give me Velarde, 3 assists last night, 2 goals tonight, dude. Winnipeg goes on to win, I'll say 4-0. Jets and the under right there, Matthew Ryan. A little extra purchase. 7 p.m. still. John Pollock. Another tough matchup here. The Red Wings facing off in Washington on the road against the Capitals. Detroit +180 if you want some value. Over-under is 6.5. Bless you. Springtime allergies around the corner, everybody. Take your Allegra. Excuse me here. Red Wings actually did beat the Capitals in late December before the 4 Nations break, or the New Year's break, I should say. 4-2. But since then, they're on a 4-game losing streak, Again, another team here who could have a wild card spot in their sights, maybe even knocking off a team like the Rangers, but they keep on losing. And I think tonight won't be anything different. The Capitals, again, clamoring for Ovechkin. Gretzky's record is in sight right now, as well as, honestly, potentially a Stanley Cup, so no big deal. From top to bottom, we know about, Pierre-Luc Dubois, who had a goal against the Rangers in their last win in overtime, dude. OV, the OT goal as well that game. So, Capitals working on back-to-back wins outside of regulation, actually. So clamoring, grinding for those wins. Red Wings will be grinding for one of their own. I don't think they'll get it. Give me a chalk win here. Capitals, maybe keep it tight, but in regulation, 3-2. Ovi does have a goal. We're in single digits now for the record breakage. Next game here, we're going to move out of the 7 p.m. time slot. Go to 8:30 in Chicago. Dumpster fire of a team in the Blackhawks taking on the Utah Hockey Club. Utah Hockey Club, of course, coming off of a fresh win against Detroit, 4-2. They've won 4 of the last 5, only losing to the New Jersey Devils. The Blackhawks, dumpster fire of a team. I'm not really sure. I think Utah could potentially maybe slide into a wild card spot if they play their cards heavy and hot right now. And not for nothing, they're 7-3 in their last 10. They're 65 points, 3 points out of a wild card spot, looking to jump over St. Louis and Vancouver. Calgary, in my opinion, will probably fall out of that wild card spot. But in any case, dude, I guess I'll keep going chalk here. Where am I? Give me Utah at the -270 over Chicago. I'm sorry, Chicago, but you're just not good. Utah on the back-to-back. Don't care, dude. Probably Ingram, right, would be the guy they use. I say they win in overtime, 4-3. Keller OT winner. Utah and the over. Let's move now. 10 p.m. 3 games left. 4 games left. 3 games left. 10 p.m. here. Let's go to Vancouver. Canucks taking on the Wild. Vancouver, a team also kind of clamoring for a wild card spot. I mentioned Minnesota here. 3rd spot in the Central. They're getting the. They're getting. Probably that third playoff spot. Excuse me, I'm losing all my shit right now. Give me Minnesota. Fuck Vancouver. They're making moves, whatever. Wild, though, back-to-back wins here. 5 goals in the last 2 games, only giving up 3. Defense has been stout, including a shutout against Boston. Why not shutout against the Canucks, dude? 2 shutouts in 3 games here. Good for Gustafsson. I say Wild. Matt Boldy, lone goal scorer. Another 1-0 victory. Minnesota and the under here. Let's keep it moving, keep it trucking along. 10 p.m. also in Anaheim. The Ducks face the Blues. The Blues have been winning, in my opinion, right? They've won 4 of the last 5. They're winning big games here against LA. Back-to-back wins against LA, beating Washington, beating Seattle. I think they beat Anaheim here, too. You look at how many times they've won. I mentioned the 4 of the last 5. Outscoring their opponents, some quick math here, 16-19 to 4, 5, 10, 19 to 10. So a +9 scoring differential in their past 5 games. I say they absolutely pounce on the Ducks here, 5-2. So give me chalk Blues and the over. It's like a chalk Friday. How are you, dude? 10 p.m. final game for the Friday night. We're going Vegas, baby. As the Vegas take on Derpy's lowly Penguins. I'm sorry, I'm going chalk here as well. Vegas -240, over under 6.5. I don't know what moves we made come 3 o'clock for the Penguins. It could be without Raquel, without Carlson, without goal scorers. You know who has goal scorers? Golden Knights. They win this game 5-1. Knights and the under still. Let's move to the big body days here for the games. Big Poppy games here for the Rangers. I'm going to say Ottawa here, Saturday, hosting the Rangers. God damn, this is going to be tough, dude. Kachuk tight. But you know what? The Rangers are humming, getting ready. I wonder who's going to be starting. I would imagine, honestly, I would probably do quick first, give Igor some more rest, and then get Igor on Sunday for the back-to-back, dude. Ottawa here. I'm telling you right now, I know we're saying Mika March with JT. I believe in that, dude. But the amount of chances that Panarin and Trocheck has had, okay, over the last game that they had, was it against Washington? It was against Washington. The overtime loss, they're tight. Ottawa's going to be preparing for JT and Mika because they've been hot. Give me 4 goals on that first line between Panarin and Trocheck, okay? I say the Rangers win this game. Ottawa gets punched in the mouth. Easy breezy. 5-2. Rangers and the over here. I would imagine Rangers coming in here. Maybe they're -1 10 on the money line, to be honest. Maybe. Tightly contested. 5.5 will probably be your over-under. So hammer Rangers and the over. And then we'll go to Sunday, the back-to-back. And I'm telling you right now, Igor hyped up against Columbus. Igor, back-to-back shutouts. Okay, dude, I'm telling you right now, and it's going to be a Mika March game. It's going to be JT Miller. It's going to be Will Cooley, a goal apiece for that line, and then give me Rempe and Carrick, a goal apiece as well. They put a 5 spot up on the Blue Jackets, dude, with the shutout. 5-0, Igor shutout. Let's go Rangers. They're in the wild card spot come Monday, and we're full steam ahead, baby. Bang! That is your NHL Frenzy for the weekend, sponsored by the Hirsch Law Firm. I don't know if I said it at the beginning, but that's because I'm so freaking hyped for the Rangers. Hirsch Law Firm. Bang! Boy, I hope I'm right with the predictions, honestly. They could go Igor, honestly, Friday, quick Sunday, but I guess we'll see. Obviously, those are pending some certain starts, but the forwards, the goal scorers all remain the same, dude. We're fucking going, dude. Full blast, foot in the pedal, all gas, dude. Adam Gase, all gas, no brakes. Gas is on the right. Rangers. Let's fucking go, dude. Josh B knows it. Tony with the energy, dude. Let's fucking go Rangers. Brian, par putt, out on 2, +1 through 2. Love to see it. Sands driver, par 5 incoming, he says. As Rory McIlroy will be putting for bogey here to go down to 1 under, out of the tied for 6th spot. Let's see if he makes this putt or if it'll be a Brian Barnaby spot. I don't know, dude. Rory makes the putt, dude. It was a short putt, maybe a 5-footer. God damn, dude. Josh, but you have a deal, dude. Let's fucking go Rangers, baby. Big weekend. I don't want to fucking hear it. Springtime allergies, the wind howling. As you see Gene Wilder's beautiful mug up there on the TV. Oh, boy. Like, how are you not hyped for hockey this weekend? Honestly, dude. But you know what, dude? You got to be hyped for a lot of things this weekend. And obviously, we'll keep you updated. I guess let's look up at the trade deadline. Any Twitter stuff, dude? Let's go to Twitter. Just before we switch gears, dude. And let me get like some bang, 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 bang. NHL deadline. We'll get some transactions as well. This is Thursday, March 6th. So yeah, I guess nothing today so far reported. The latest, dude. I've taken off the last 7 trade deadlines and free agent frenzies days as a Flyers fan. Oh, no, dude. That's not great. That's because you guys are doo-doos in the butthole. Couple comments, though, real quick. Michael Thiefel, Rico's. Yes, dude. Rico's should be the move tomorrow afternoon. Pre-Fairfield basketball. Rangers. Oh, dude. But then it's so tough because you're at Rico's. I could hear Carlson. I can hear Carlton. Eric Carlson in my head. I can hear Carlton best in my head, dude. He used to tell me, because when we back in Sacred Heart days, he's like, hey, man, like, we got a game Saturday. Like, don't get too popped night before. All of a sudden, I'm at Rico's before the game. Couple Guinness. All of a sudden, whoa, dude, cameras are getting a little shaky. Brian Barbie, still can't believe Michael Buckton is leading a coup against me. That is kind of outrageous, Brian. And I don't know, Michael, if you saw the comments from earlier, but the coup is real, dude. It's real. And Michael Buckta, like, I mean, I don't know, man. He's not having any of Brian, like, not being here. He's pretty fed up with that shit, dude. That's what happens when you got a good fan base, I guess, dude. In any case, the deadline here. Let's look at it. Trades, Avalanche, big splash. We know that. Thank you very much, News 12 Long Island. News 12 Long Island reporting on the Islanders trade 2 minutes ago. That's tough, dude. That's very tough. That's mad funny. Winters shake-up deadline looming. Just over 4 hours away, and plenty of big names that could be moved. Mikko Rantanen right there. I think they're trying to shop them to Toronto, but I don't think Toronto was interested in Mikko Rantanen. That'd be interesting to see if the Rangers aren't going to get him. I know it's like, oh, yeah. But I think that last I heard reported, I think Dallas was maybe a favorite, seeing our boy in green, dude. So I really don't have anything new, I think, yet, dude. People just waking up, and I've been up. I've been fucking ready to go. This guy's a setup, dude. Deadline is in full swing. The office studio is buzzing. Live blog and live podcast to come. #Flames. Oh, buddy. I mean, I guess, hey, man, I'm not going to make fun of you. Good for you. Yeah, your setup is pretty sweet, dude. But the Flames, goddamn. It's commitment, dude. That is commitment. Oh, here's an ad with Robert Pattinson, dude. Dior. In any case, let's do it. Switch gears now. Michael B isn't loyal. He's all of a sudden a diehard Lakers fan when they start winning ... Brian Barnabas, his perm band might be back on. Only Michael Bukta is allowed to travel. Michael coming to Brian's aid. Yeah, dude, it is pretty crazy. Yeah, I can see that through the Lakers fandom too. All of a sudden he's winning. Before he was like, oh, they were done. I'm all about UConn. And even so, the UConn. I mean, I guess the Dan Hurley never really left. But still, now it's all like, Luka, And now, I think we'll get to some basketball probably at the end here. But let's switch gears now. I want to go to the world of Major League Baseball.
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it. Yep.
And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
Just like that, dude. MLB spring training continues with Brian Barnaby in attendance yesterday. I guess we'll get to the Yankees game first against Minnesota. Garrett Cole, dude, not good. All right. 2 2/3, 5 hits, 6 earned runs, gave up 2 dingers, only had 2 strikeouts. Second inning is where he got into some trouble here. I gave up an RBI single to Gasper, gave up another sac fly RBI, and then I think a 3-run homer off of Wallner, dude. So that's how you got 5 runs there. And I guess even in the third, gave up another home run. That was just 6, a solo shot to Lee, right? And then they plucked him. So I don't know. Obviously not a great outing for Garrett Cole. Expect more from him against a lineup like Minnesota. To be honest, yesterday I was like, oh, Minnesota's lineup, like who the fuck cares, sort of deal. Garrett Cole should care now, dude. You look around some of the offense. Yankees put up a 4 spot there. Coming from JC Escara. How about that? Don't know much about him. He had a 3-run blast, it looks like. 2 hits, 2 for 3, it looks like. Escara RBI single, which scored 2 people, and then a solo homer in the 9th. So his bat was hot last night. No scoring came to the Yankees until the bottom of the 6th, where Pereira scored on an error. Volpe, throwing error. Volpe safe at first. Chisholm went to third as well, and then Pereira scored on that error. So, sorry for the sniffles here. But the Yankees here, scoring 4 late. Tough, but spring training, getting the kinks out, dude. Only had 2 errors in the field, 9 hits. But like I said, most of those hits coming from non-notables. I guess Aldo Cabrera had 2 hits, but Bellinger had a hit, Ben Rice had a hit, Pereira had a hit. Wells, Judge, Goldschmidt, Volpe, all hitless. Dominguez as well. So it should be interesting to see kind of what happens, what Brian thinks after that game. I'll have to get his opinion. Pretty the real Michael Bryan says, though. OG. Wow, Josh P says, Bukta, a.k.a. Wally Pip, dude. Oh, man. You don't want to be a Wally Pip, dude. That's for sure. If you get that reference, that'd be mad funny. In any case, dude. Dude, what the hell was I talking about? Totally forgot. Oh, the Yankees. That's why I wasn't really, paying attention that much, dude. But let's look at the Yankees game today, dude. Let's see what they got going on here. Always check the MLB app because, ESPN doesn't really have starting lineups or really anything at all, dude. I don't want to hear about the Mets right now, dude. So let's see. Oh, they're playing Toronto, dude, at George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, 6:35 p.m. You'll be seeing Marcus Stroman towing the slab against, what's this guy's name? Yariel Rodriguez, dude. Stroman making his, I think, third start of spring training. Yep, he's 1-1 through 2 starts, a 9.82 ERA through 3 2/3 innings pitched. The 2 strikeouts, but they don't really care about the strikeouts anyway. Matchups here, as I believe your starting lineups aren't out yet, as it is a 6:35 game. But we'll keep you updated if they are out. I guess now we can switch gears over to the Mets. The other side of town wasn't a good side of town. Mets fell 5-1 to the Astros. Sproat gets the start there. Which, 2 innings, 2 earned runs for it. It's not really a huge storyline there. I guess what would be is the Edwin Diaz sighting throws 1 inning, gets 1 out, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, and a walk, dude. So again, classic Diaz. Location just not there to start out with. That's something you really want him to fucking figure out, dude. Lindor and RBI single. That was the only scoring for the Mets yesterday. Alonso with the hit. How about Mark Vientos going 3 for 3 yesterday? Alvarez hitless. I guess you saw McNeil. I think he drew a walk and ended up getting a run in. And then Soto 0 for 2. The ball misplayed in right field. We all saw it. It was over his head. He took like 4 steps forward. Not good. But hey, you're not paying him necessarily for his fielding. You're paying him to make up for the fielding errors with his bat. But of course, you'd like him to, maybe fucking fix that shit, dude. But, that'd be something I'm sure you're seeing from Soto, probably all season long, to be honest. But in any case, dude, the Mets have a game today. You're going to also a 6 o'clock, 6:05 start here at the Cocktail Park of the Palm Beaches in West Palm Beach, Florida. So, Brian, if you want to catch the first half hour of the Mets game, you can go over there. You'll see Paul Blackburn getting his second start of spring training. Also, not a great start for him. Third start, I guess. Well, he has 2 games. I guess he does have 2 starts, I suppose. But 2 1/3 innings pitched, almost a 12 ERA. 1 strikeout, dude. Not great. I don't even want to look at the game logs. Doesn't really matter. Fuck that. Paul Blackburn. So that a lot to look forward there in terms of matchups and lineups. Lineups not out yet. But good news is you'll see Trevor Williams, dude, towing the slab for Washington. So I don't know. You got some baseball to look forward to. Obviously, you want to look forward for the weekend, dude. Saturday, of course, the Mets and Yankees also have games. Mets are playing the Marlins. Yankees are playing the Astros. I don't think there's any split squad stuff at this point. Sunday, you'll also be seeing the Mets and Yankees in action. The Yankees play the Cards, and the Mets play the Nationals again. So that, of course, no split squad teams either, dude, at this point. So you're probably the nice little full weekend of baseball. Great hockey being played. You have hockey night, hockey Saturday, dude. So that's fucking sweet. Michael Buck clapping back at Michael Theophilus. I've been watching the Lakers for years, Michael, so watch it. Don't you even get me going. I already have enough going on, and I don't need you doofuses piling on. Michael Buckner has been absolutely ruthless for the past month or so. I don't know if it's just stress of school or what, dude. Maybe he's got some new girl he's chasing around, or what, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. He's been very aggressive coming at people, calling people doofuses. And I know, listen, he's been obviously high and mighty on me because I've been doing a good job, I think, holding on the show here. But you gotta take a chill pill, Michael. I think just take a deep breath, have a beer, okay, dude. Maybe you're having too much beer. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the alcohol is talking. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you've been hitting the booze. You've been doing a little boozing, huh? Been boozing a little bit, Michael. Michael's doing a little booze. Why? My stupid housemate. He's an idiot. Don't judge me. Well, I would say, Michael, if I would give you advice, okay. He does say I'm not even drinking that much, Tony. Well, I will say that's what people who drink too much say, typically. I don't drink too much. No. And then I'll crack open a beer. Gluck, 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 gluck. I have it under control. And all of a sudden, you're waking up fucking butt-ass naked in the middle of the quad, dude, in college campus. People are looking at you laughing. It was cold that morning. Stop it. In any case, I would say, Michael, don't let other people affect your attitude, emotions. You're in control of your own emotions, Michael, okay? You can handle it, all right? You don't have to be angry. You fucking say fuck you. Don't say fuck you. But just ignore your roommate, dude. Listen, I've had some tough run-ins with roommates, dude, where I gotta lay down the law, or I gotta ignore some things, or I gotta deal with some fucking bogus bullshit, dude. It happens, man. It really does happen. So you just gotta deal with it. You gotta figure it out, dude. Don't worry. Michael poking the bear. He probably can't control his farts. Michael may be looking in the mirror right now saying that. I have to defend the leader of the show, Michael. All is love, dude. I like to think that I'm the leader of the show, but it's okay. It's hard to ignore my roommate. If you were me, you'd understand. Michael, this is experience talking. Okay, people forget that I've been there. I've had the poor roommate. And I am a Lakers fan. We know you're a Lakers fan. Long before we even got Luka. Well, he's just saying for the season, you seem kind of up and down, dude. I don't care, honestly. That's really it for baseball and hockey, which is mostly what I want to cover. Obviously, we'll keep you updated. I guess, with any trades that's happening during the show. Just some crib notes, I suppose. While Bukta is here, bang, dude. I guess we can go over, and I guess maybe while Josh B is still listening. I'm sure Josh B is happy for the Friday, right? You got a nice little weekend happening, Josh B? Let us know your weekend plans. Call in 646-285-1259. Weekend plans. This TV's really fucking up, dude. Right, dude? I don't like it. Let's see what Bukta has to say here. Stay cool. All orders 85 and over receive $35 off at checkout. That's actually a pretty good deal. I had UConn to watch. Not easy to follow all sports, Oh, yeah, I don't fucking know that. Speaking of UConn, they do have some games this weekend. They have one game Saturday against Seton Hall at 2:30 p.m. on FOX. While you're wrapping up probably the Rangers game at Rico's, you could then ask, hey, can you turn on the UConn game because they're playing Seton Hall? That should be a good matchup. Obviously, UConn looking for a win. Last time out against Seton Hall, they lost, right? Big upset loss. Not what you want. Especially for, rival here. I guess, did they do the revenge spot yet? No. But obviously, UConn looking for an absolute pounding. Here's some good games in terms if you want to sit around the Big East. St. John's at Marquette at noon. Georgetown plays DePaul. Providence playing Xavier there in Ohio. And Butler playing Creighton, 6 p.m. there in FS1. So a little college basketball action for you. And if you even want to shift gears a little bit here to the NBA, yes, Michael Bukta, the Lakers. First of all, I'm getting done with the jokes. Enough, he says, before I unsubscribe. Michael, please, okay? We're not kindergarten children here. You're threatening to unsubscribe. You do what you want, Michael, okay? That's all I got to say about that. Lighten up. And if Josh B is saying lighten up, that is saying something. Because Josh B is the tightest person I know, dude. Never jokes. Can't dish and not take it. Come on, man. I would imagine how he kind of sounds right now. He's like, come on, man. I love it when the wind is howling. Fucking TV, acting all fool, whatever, dude. NBA, as I was saying too, you had, the Knicks really, literally and figuratively dropped the ball last night, dude. I feel like, again, you want to look at even just the box score. I mean, at half, dude, you're up, what was it, 60 to 51. You're up by 9 points. 9, Brian, okay? Get hammered to
You
UConn
can
and the pending and the 9.
9.
Okay, dude. And then you just kind of blew it, dude. I mean, obviously, Lakers down the stretch. I mean, LeBron and Luka were hitting their shots for sure. Obviously, I mean, if you want to point to a few things, Josh Hart has got to fucking get a shot off as time is expiring. I know it shouldn't have even got to that close to push to OT, but Josh Hart, I mean, had the room, should have just shot the ball. I clearly wasn't necessarily aware, which is hard. I think 9 seconds were left when that ball was inbounded, and you give it to Brunson, who obviously shout out to the Lakers defense, double team right away, get the ball out, not cleanly. Josh Hart able to make a little bit of a move to be open, but again, you got to get a shot off at least, dude. That was really tough. And then, of course, Brunson goes down in OT with the sprained ankle. The roll doesn't look great. And, at that point, Anunoby, they weren't getting it done, dude. And, again, Luka hitting those threes. LeBron, hitting the lane, dude. Dalton Connect with a couple big points as well in OT, as well as Austin Reeves. And that guy, I think it's Jackson Hayes. He had some good moments, big man kind of moving around down low. But, I mean, it's tough, dude. Tough loss for the Knicks. Really needed that one, especially against the team like the Lakers, who are, honestly, like people were saying out of the West, could be going to the final, dude, And they make their 8th win in a row. I believe their last time they had 8 wins in a row is when the last time the Lakers won the championship that season with AD. So, should be kind of tough, dude. Josh B says to OG missing that put back wide open layup in OT after he missed the 3 to keep it at 2 for 1 with 25 seconds left. A wide open layup. That's right, dude. I mean, those down the stretch here, those shots you got to make, dude. Especially in OT. Not that it should have even gotten there, but it's tough, dude. You can't just rely on Brunson to make ridiculous plays all the time, which he was, dude. You need other players to contribute a little bit more here. And again, I mean, you look at this box score. You have here, Brunson had 39, Brian.
9.
And then the next best player was OG with 20 points, which is good. Anthony Towns with 12, Josh Hart with 18. But, you had guys off the bench giving nothing. Mikal Bridges gave nothing. And not to mention, from 3, you didn't shoot great from 3. 23% from the 3-point line. Not great, dude. You missed a couple free throws down the stretch as well, which would have put you in position to, tie it up maybe in OT or at least take the lead in the 4th here. Tough, dude. Tough. Not efficient, not what you want, not honestly what a team that, wins championships does, or what a team that goes deep into the playoffs does. So it seems like a lot of that narrative where the Knicks could be potentially a first-round exit. I'm sorry, but, could be coming to fruition down the stretch with these important games, dude. As Jackson Hayes can go F himself. He beat the shit out of his ex. Oh, video footage, and he's still in the league. That's tough, dude. What the fuck is wrong with these pieces of shit, dude? Jackson Hayes. Let's see where he's from, this piece of shit. Oklahoma, piece of pussy, dude. 7-footer. Let's see what he's got, girlfriend. Let's look at it, dude. I mean, listen, let's bring in this shit. This is this truth will come to light, dude. The truth will come to light. This piece of shit, dude. Never spoke with ex-girlfriend in Hayes' case. NBA, of course not, dude. Sophia Jamora, dude, breaks the silence. Oh gosh, dude. Opens up. This is back in November, dude. I am so touched, moved, motivated. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I want to share you're not alone. The 27-year-old wrote on Instagram, dude. Video footage. Obviously, we have bruises, pictures, video footage outside. Published. Has never been seen until we published a video from inside and around Jamora's home earlier this month. Clearly showing the Lakers' big man being verbally abusive. He also shoved his then girlfriend and spit in her direction. That's fucking wild, dude. The NBA initially opted not to punish the hooper, but investigations reopened and could ultimately face a suspension. In the meantime, the Lakers have continued to play him. Obviously, we know that, dude. So that's fucked up, dude. Jackson, yes, with the X. Not that it really matters. I mean, piece of shit, beat up your girlfriend, dude. It's all right, dude. Brian Barnaby says, come on, Michael, you're better than that, kid. Michael Buckta says, then confirm I'm a real Lakers fan. Not saying it until you say it. Take me to a Lakers game in L.A., Barnes. I'm so stressed and terrified right now. An ugly situation happened last night with that bum roommate of mine. All right, let's just pump the brakes here. First of all, Michael Buckta, if you have a problem, dude, go to your RA or your resident hall director, your RHD or your whatever they call them, RSA, RD, whatever, and fucking talk about it. It's as simple as that, dude. They're there to help you. Not much we could do over here, dude. But also, let's hear from your roommate. Why not, dude? Let's get both of you call in. All right, I'll put on my Dr. Phil hat. All right, dude, and we'll fucking do it. I'm gonna talk to my manager about this. You go do that, dude. In any case, NBA, whatever, dude. You want to talk about the Knicks? I guess we can look forward a little bit on the score shit. I know you guys are probably clamoring for a weekend that is. So you have a big slate on Friday. Knicks are on the back-to-back against the Clippers tonight at 10:30, dude, at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood. That's tough back-to-back. Overtime loss. You hate to see it, dude. In any case, Lakers minus 7.5 points. Total is 217.5. Probably Knicks without Brunson, right? Probably not going to be playing him. That's tough. Clippers by 1 billion. Okay, dude. And I would imagine they're off Saturday. God Christ, if they have to play Saturday, that'd be ridiculous. Off Sunday as well. They'll be back in action come Monday against the Kings. Lakers here have a game on Monday as well. Looks like they'll be off Sunday. Game on Saturday against the Celtics. That's a huge game for the Lakers. Again, people potentially got finals matchup, dude. And of course, they'll be, they're at TD Garden. Yeah, they are. That's cool. Let's do an NBA update here. I guess let's get to some golf here as we look at our leaderboard. Whoa, we have some changes here atop our leaderboard as we really haven't talked about it much of this episode. Wyndham Clark is your outright leader. He is through 5 right now at 1 under in his second round. Shot a 67 yesterday, best round, still the leader. But you're outright in second. Shane Lowry, who's 2 under through 6, shot the 5 under yesterday. He's 2 under today, obviously, as I just mentioned. Corey Connors, the Canadian here, at 1 under through 10. Dude, he's 4 under here to place into third. We'll be keeping an eye on him. Looks like Shane Lowry just birdied a hole to go 3 under for a total of 6 under to tie Wyndham Clark for first place here. Connor's still in third. A nice little diversified top 3 here. Ireland, America, Canada. What's up, dude? Keegan Bradley, yet to tee off, still in fourth. Christian Bezenhout, who has 2 under through 8. Oh, he's 2 under total. He's 1 over through 8 today. He's tied for 5th with Russell Henry, Rory McIlroy, Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantley, Cam Davis, and Siwoo Kim. Rory is even through 7 today. Not happy with that, undoubtedly. As we're getting a look here at the 8th hole here, a par 4, 455. Some stadium seating here. A couple sand pits around the green. Right to left slope, it seems. Water hazard on the left-hand side. And we have your co-leader, Shane Lowry, trying to map out himself off the tee here. Going to be pretty interesting to see kind of what happens as things unfold. We also have a 3-way tie for 12th here between Justin Rose, Scotty Scheffler, Colin Morikawa. Scotty Scheffler yet to tee off today. Shot a 71, 1 under yesterday. Good. Not exactly what he wants. Lowry here teeing off on this par 4. Bang, dude. And heavy right off the reservation. Out of bounds, I think. Holy shit, Shane Lowry. Absolutely slices that one, huh? Maybe a couple too many Guinnesses at Rico's, Rory teeing up his ball. Boy, I wish I was golfing right now. Fucking Brian's golfing instead. Yeah, fuck me and Michael Buck to do our own show. Fuck Brian. Yeah. Rory teeing up his shot here. Boy, it is a little chilly in the studio. I feel a draft perhaps because there's heavy winds shaking the building, dude. Rory here teeing off. John Pollock says, I like Brian. I like Brian too. He has way less of a slice. Michael Buckton says, yeah, baby, yeah, with the fire emojis. John Pollock, I like Brian. Rory finds himself in the middle of the fairway. Good shot off the tee. Definitely showing up his fellow Irishman. John Pollock. No, Michael Buckton says, Barnes, move to Florida permanently. Oh, it's so funny, dude. That is so funny. In any case, Clark. Oh, wow. William Clark, who's 6 under here. Your guy in first on the 6th hole, par 5, 532, getting his ball over the water hazard, but lands on the rough, it seems. But could be still in a good spot. Maybe just pokes it forward here. Let's get to some greens, baby, as we have Campbell, who's tied for 63, 7 over, looking to putt here for birdie on his second hole of the day. 10-foot, 4-inch putt for birdie. Let's see if he can make it to push himself to 6 over, and he misses it. No, he makes it. But he's not really happy, dude. But then again, who is really happy nowadays, you know? Sky Scheffler here. Xander Schauffele, excuse me, out of the bunker, chips it on the green, just absolutely fucking perfect, within 3 feet of the hole right here. That, I think, is going to be a putt for birdie, to be honest. John Pollock, I know I'm in shambles after last night lost to Utah. I'm sorry I called it. Corey Connors here, putting for birdie. It's probably about a 12-foot putt from the fringe. Leaves it short. And you know what they say? Pros don't miss putts short, dude. He's going to putt here for par to remain at 4 under, tied for third, I believe. I know the Red Wings are choking right now, dude. Not great. Not what you want. Xander Schauffele here, trying to putt here, ranked 59th for strokes around the green here. He is around the green, harsh putt, looking for that break from left to right. Doesn't get it. We'll leave it probably 4 feet from the pin here. That'll be a putt for par to remain at 3 over. Schauffele not starting his tournament off right now, dude. Which is fine, I guess. But, this is actually a birdie putt. This is going to be great. Great hole here at par 5, actually. Putting for birdie. Looking to get to 2 over instead. John Pollock, I'm sorry, because Red Wings, again, OG6 team. You would imagine, like, you know, I like their story. I like Dylan Larkin. I love their uniforms. Root for them. But right now, I'm not rooting for them. And they are choking. And I'm happy about it. Michael Buckner says, really wish you were here with me right now, Tony. Shit is happening up here, and it is no joke. I'm sure everything will work out, Michael. These things do work themselves out, typically, dude. As we now get Schauffele really taking his time here, you know, trying to analyze and utilize any asset he has here. Sorry, excuse me. I'm just going to try and get this birdie putt. I mean, very important birdie putt. You know, I guess he's trying to, I don't know, get a better read of the green. I don't really know what he's missing, dude. Jeez, dude, like, really take your time is right, dude. In any case, why don't I see the stream? That wind is howling. There's really not much that I really want to talk about because it's really the weekend, to be honest. I'm just kind of at this point talking to myself as Schauffele putts for birdie, makes it. Nice, easy, smooth. 3rd birdie of the day for Schauffele. So, obviously maybe a little bit more inconsistent on some holes. But nonetheless here, you know, potentially, you know, has an opportunity to maybe move up the leaderboards here. And I mean, we take another look here at the Arnold Palmer Invitational here in Orlando, Bay Hill, Florida. We know the deal. Shane Lowry, Clark, both 6 under here. Looks like we have Rory going to be hitting from the fairway here. Probably has a nice little 5-iron, 285 to the fairway, probably a 3-iron to the fairway, to the green, 173 yards, to the hole. That is probably more of a 5-iron, I would imagine. Maybe a 6-iron. I don't even know, dude. It pops it on the green. Maybe got a 12-foot putt there. 15, 20-foot putt, perhaps. Rory seems happy with that. Grabs his putter right now out of his bag. And we go now to Shane Lowry, our co-leader, who is just, like, I don't even, like, he's in the fucking woods right now, dog. Like, he's not having a good time. That's Shane Lowry. I guess he's not as far off of the fairway as I anticipated, but he does have a tree in front of him. He'll have to kind of navigate here. Should be interesting to see kind of what he does, maybe what he pokes out here. We'll probably watch maybe this hole, and then we'll get off, I guess. I'm going to go fucking... Oh, there it is. I'm going to go turn the heat on, dude. You hear that often for me. But the heat is on. Oh, no, Lowry hit. I missed it. Oh, but he overshot the green. It rolls off. Oh. Show the fucking replay. Here's Wyndham Clark instead. We're gonna replay it, dude. Do I not have the ability? Oh, yeah, dude. There we go. There we go. Let's see it here. Shane Lowry. That's right. I told you what happens. Doesn't really matter. Bang. Okay. Sets up his shot right here. We'll have to see it. Strokes it way too hard. Didn't even seem like he... Oh, no, Shane. He tried to just poke it on to the fairway, let it roll up, and it rolls up and over the green. Good idea, but I guess just maybe too hard. Here's Clark now on hole 6, who obviously doesn't know, but... He's not putting from the rough. Hitting his iron, I guess, on the fringe in the rough a little bit. He slaps it onto back on the fairway. Hopefully he can chip it on, and then end up kind of maybe putting for par here. Boy, that's tough luck for Shane Lowry. I'll have to get back there, honestly, at that hole. But we're gonna toss the commercial, I guess, instead. And we're going to talk about the FedEx World's Best Mom, dude. So in any case, I think that may be where I leave you guys, to be honest. Because they're on commercial. There's really not much more sports to talk about, I guess. I guess I'll just double check maybe some trade deadline stuff. Who's in the second wild card spot right now? Tony goes, oh my God, it's Ottawa. Death. I know, dude. Rangers are playing Ottawa tomorrow. Columbus. Michael Buck to Tony, you're the main leader of the Sportsport. Thank you, Michael. So yeah, I don't know, dude. I guess let's look at maybe Ottawa's schedule. Let's see what Ottawa's schedule is looking like. Ottawa, because do they play Detroit next? Let's see. They have the Rangers, obviously, this weekend. And then some of their schedule, the way it pans out. Oh, yeah, Detroit next on Monday. Oh, dude, that's going to be tough. And I guess let's see even better yet. Let's see Columbus's. Columbus, obviously, next game is against the Rangers this weekend, so they're well rested, I guess. Schedule, sorry. New York, New Jersey, Vegas, New York, New Jersey. Oh, that's right. We get them twice, dude. This weekend and next weekend. That's crazy how that ends. They actually end with back-to-back games against Ottawa, too. It's fucking sick, dude. God, I love hockey. Playoff hockey down the stretch of the season is so fucking good. We're seeing reporter transactions. Come on, man. There's nothing. I guarantee you the second we go off the show, it's going to be like, oh, wow, like huge trade. Huge trade. No, I got nothing on the deadline right now. 24 seconds ago. Deadline open thread. Can someone explain to me the NHL trade deadline is, or if there is one? I'm so intrigued. Has Cam Carter, read a fucking book. What snack should I get to help me watch the dumpster fire that is the NHL trade deadline? Trade deadline live stream. Yeah, no reports, dude. Duh. It's NHL trade deadline day. All right, Wyndham Clark now. Here we go. We're back on the golf, dude. I mean, why not, dude? I mean, I'm here. Something else that rhymes with here, but I can't say it on the stream. Wyndham Clark does not chip that on the way he wants to. will probably not have a chance at birdie. Probably just have a little bit too much. He's on the front of the green. He'll probably chip and putt his way to a par, which is good for Lowry, who is going to be chipping from the rough here. Some thick grass. Thick grass. Great chip. Short arms it up and down to the left of the hole. Will not be the easiest putt, but we're looking at a 5-foot putt, 4-foot putt maybe. Let's fucking go, dude. Shane Lowry, big recovery after what was a tough shot off the tee, and is getting a little bit of luck here from Clark. Because again, it looked like he was gonna get a birdie here to take the sole lead, but he's not now. So love to see that. Oh my God, Clark chips it up. It's a gimme putt at this point. He was looking for that chip for birdie. Won't get it, though. Clark remains co-leader with Shane Lowry. And then we'll now go to Xander Schauffele, who has had, 3 bogeys today? Three birdies today, excuse me. No, sorry, this is Justin Thomas. This is JT. Out of the bunker. Phenomenal shot. Not as much backspin as it probably wants. And it's so interesting to watch the pros get at bunkers, because I feel like when I'm out of my bunk, when I hit out of the bunker, I hit it like with some ferociousness, because I got to get through the sand. I don't know what I'm going to do. But these guys just, like, they fucking play it nice and smooth all the time. Rory here, putting for birdie. It's going to be a long putt, 20-footer easily, and it is, just short and a half a cup to the left of the cup, dude. He's disappointed himself, but he's putting now for par to remain at 2 under, tied for 6. Let's go down to Brent Burns. This is not Brent Burns. I don't know who this is. Sam Burns, potentially, I believe is his name. Putting for birdie here, 30-foot putt, and is well to the right of it. I don't know what he's thinking there. Let's now go to Xander Schauffele, who, again, is taking his time with his putts, dude. So, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of cool. Schauffele here putting for birdie. This will be his 4th birdie of the day, hopefully. But actually, didn't he miss the other birdie putt, I think, before? I don't know, dude. He's fucking fixing shit in the green, though, whatnot, taking his time, dude. For me, it was tied for 25th. I guess, listen, the 25? Yeah, it's 25. Yeah, it should be interesting to see where the cut line ends up after today. I guess maybe we'll see where it is right now. Projected cut line is at 4 over. So, watch out, depending on how the rest of the golfers do today. Schauffele could be in trouble, dude. I wouldn't imagine so, but let's see the par here, or the birdie here, putt for birdie. 15-foot birdie, 15-foot putt. 15-foot birdie, 15-foot putt, and he fucking totally over-exaggerates the right-to-left movement. Misses probably a cup and a half to the right of it now. Gimme putt. Bang. It's a tough putt, dude. Only 22% of the PGA Tour make a putt like that, it said. So, good for Schauffele, I guess. But in any case, if anyone, Michael says, has extra golf clubs in a bag to give me, I'll pay a lot this season. I'll play a lot this season. He says he won't pay for it. He wants extra clubs. I have an extra bag. No really extra clubs. But I'd be down, dude. Again, walking 9, whatever, dude. Working your game, dude. Would be great. So apparently Dylan Cousins to Ottawa. No. Wow, dude. But it's fucking do it. It's deadline day. Breaking news. Honestly, broken here by John Pollock himself. It seems like that the Buffalo Sabres are sending Dylan Cousins, to the Ottawa Senators in exchange for Josh Norris and Jacob Bedard-Docker, dude. Courtesy of, I guess, Kevin Weeks. Confirmed that Norris and Docker are going the other way here, reportedly. So that's pretty wild, dude. Absolutely ridiculous if you think about it. I mean, Dylan Cousins, a huge piece for Ottawa. Joshua Norris has been a piece for Ottawa this year. Defenseman, I believe, right? He's a center. idiot I am, dude. But you look at his stats here. Norris here through 53 games with Ottawa this year, 33 points, dude. And honestly, Dylan Cousins, in my opinion, is great, dude. I mean, not for nothing. I know Joshua Norris was a first rounder, just like Dylan Cousins. But 31 points here for the center. That's crazy. I mean, it should be interesting to see. I'm trying to find more information. It's if not done yet, but we're gonna report it like it is right now, dude. Because obviously, I'm sure once it goes through. But apparently that's the negotiation right now, and we'll see, any more updates and little things that come out in terms of kickers, picks, maybe salary retainment. But I don't know. I mean, I guess Ottawa exchanging, Norris for Cousins. I mean, obviously, I would think Cousins is a little bit better. Again, look at their seasons this year specifically. I mean, nothing pops off the page in terms of differences. And again, I mean, I guess, age is 24, 25 years old, respectively. They were drafted, 2017 for Josh Norris, 2019 for Cousins. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, they're both forwards. They're both centers. I don't know. I mean, I guess, again, the other way, let's see who the other guy was. Comes out of the report. Jacob Bernard Docker. Let's Google him. Jacob Bernard Docker. Ottawa, 24 years old. Another youthful kid here. A first rounder. Oh, shit, dude. So Buffalo's getting 2 first rounders for Dylan Cousins. All young, too. He's got 25 games played this season. Defenseman. Not that had somewhat of a full season, 72 games last year. -7 on the ice, 14 points, but again, 156 shots blocked, and 62 hits. I mean, that's a great move for Buffalo, to be honest, dude. If that is really the case, that's kind of wild. Maybe Ottawa losing a little bit here. Obviously not getting 25 games from Docker. No doubt that Cousins will land in Ottawa and be a difference maker, but you're losing Norris and another youthful first rounder here. That's pretty interesting, dude. I don't know how I really feel about that in terms of Ottawa. And honestly, I want Ottawa to lose games. We need them to lose games. So, because they're in the hunt right now for the wild card. So, I don't know, Paul. Let's see what we got here. Let's go on the old Twitter. The whole trading to your rivals is the dumbest thing ever. Who cares? Dylan Cousins involved in stunning blockbuster trade. This guy says this is Habs fanatic. It's weird. We have major trade to announce in the National Hockey League involving Senator. Yeah. I'm told the Senator. This is Kevin Weeks. Yep. That's wild. No pun intended, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know, man. That's obvious initial thoughts here. I'm sure more will unfold as the day goes on. But pretty crazy, honestly, that deadline looming in just over 3 hours here now, 3.5 hours. That's huge. Listen, I'm a fan of Buffalo, and not because it's not like one of those, again, the New York team, I've always wanted to go to Buffalo and see what it's about. I love North, the Winters. It should be interesting. They've had so many first rounders because they've been so bad. You kind of root for that youthful talent, Michael says, I heard the Rangers are in play for Brady Tkachuk. Yeah, it should be interesting to see. I don't know. Especially if Ottawa's making this move right now. It's interesting. They were in on Riley Smith too. But we know what happened there. It should be interesting to see. Do we see Kreider go today, for the Rangers? That would be really interesting as Rory here is going to plop one just in front of the green. Not happy with that. Probably going to be putting for par if he chips up correctly to remain at 2 under, tied for 6th. But John Pollock, LOL, F Ottawa, Tkachuk, I know, dude. Brady Tkachuk would be great on the team for sure. But it's you're giving up Chris Kreider, and why would they necessarily? You're going to give up more than that. Probably a prospect, some picks potentially. So I don't know. And not for nothing, Ottawa said earlier this season that they're not going to be shopping Brady Tkachuk. But not for nothing, dude. This trade that Ottawa just did, giving up Norris, another youthful prospect here, defenseman. I know they have Olmark, but like, how many more years is Tkachuk going to really want? Like we saw Matthew Tkachuk leave Calgary, right? He was on Calgary to go to Florida. So it's not like he's like, these are necessarily like, oh, I'm going to stick with one team forever type of guys here. Like they want to go win. They want to win, dude. So, I mean, how much, I guess, control does Ottawa have? But for me personally, as someone who watches hockey, I mean, I would be surprised if Brady is moved at the end of this deadline. Maybe next year. Let's see what his contract is. Because I don't think he's a free agent next year, or even potentially anytime soon. He's going to have 3 more seasons making $8.25 million. Justin Rose, it looks like, is putting for birdie here, and he's going to miss it. He made it. He goes down to 3 under. Good job, Justin Rose. Tied for 4th. Yeah, I don't know, man. Again, I can't see him being moved this year, to be honest. Especially, again, like Ottawa doing this deal for Cousins. I think they're trying to help out Tkachuk, but again, I mean, I don't know. Trading Josh Norris probably wasn't necessarily the move. So hopefully they're out of the playoffs. Again, you want to look at the standings here. No! Sorry, my laptop is just slow, dude. Nothing really has changed, by the way, on the Arnold Palmer Invitational, dude. Like, see, why is it scheduled? It should be standings, dude. Yeah, fuck Ottawa is right, dude. Fuck Ottawa. All right. I think that's really it. Wyndham Clark just teed off, and he's, fucking hit the tree, hit the people, the pedestrians, dude, the patrons, excuse me, our patrons. Yes, as we get a good clean look at the patrons walking into beautiful Augusta. Rory McIlroy looking to chip in here for birdie. He will not be chipping in for birdie, and he will leave himself a tough putt for par. So again, like Rory McIlroy, try to do the little things right, laughing it off for some reason. This is fucking serious, Rory. So that's just me, dude. And I think we can leave you here. I mean, I can commentate this golf all day long. The deadline is looming. I can just sit here. And we get Tommy Donovan. Rangers got to get a few road games coming up because of the Big East tournament. Yeah, that is tough. And the back-to-back on the weekend, dude, is definitely a little tough. But hey, I mean, road game or not, you got to start winning some dubs, taking some dubs, getting some dubs as Schauffele, looking for another birdie putt here. We'll have to settle for par. Long-ass putt, must have been 50 feet. Leaves it within inches of the hole. Do the old one-footer tap in, brother. That's the way it is. That's just the way it is. But I want to thank everyone here for tuning in. Let me do this over here. Get over here. I'm not looking over there anymore. We've had a great show, a great couple days with just Tony here and just Tony's and the fans, and you guys have done very well, I think. Josh, John Pollock, Derpy, Michael, Buckta, even Brian, even the reports on the tee. As Shane Lowry was looking for a putt for birdie with the lead, but no, will be putting for par now to remain tied and your co-leader. Boy, I want to get out there on the course, dude. Not today, though. The fucking winds, the howling winds. We're doing Binge Buddies later tonight, 8 p.m., dude. I don't think Manny is in. Manny was just hitting the group chat up like he's going to be here, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to be here. He's going to be back in Miami. I'm pretty sure he left last night, but I could be wrong. In any case, we'll be getting Tony here talking Mickey 17. I saw it last night. I don't know, man. I mean, I'll be taking some notes, I think, about it this afternoon and writing down my thoughts as Highsmith, our winner last weekend, looking for a crazy putt for birdie, but he's going to have to settle for the putt for par to remain at 4 over. Yikes, Mr. Highsmith. I didn't even see where Pot Geeter is, dude. Brian Barnaby.
Pot Geeter.
We'll probably never say his name again after this weekend.
Pot Geeter.
I know after round 1 he was not doing well. Rory here. This is the tough putt for par. We'll leave you here. Rory's going to fucking make it. Actually, I got $20 as he misses it, to be honest. 21.1 feet. 14% chance of making it here. And he sinks it, dude. The emphatic victory. What's up, dude? Needed that par putt to remain at 2 under. That was a crazy putt, dude. That really was. And he just really hammered it. As we see Patrick Cantlay looking to putt for birdie as well. Another 21-footer here from Cantlay. Let's see if he can lay it in the hole. Same deal, strong putt, and it's on. Oh, he sinks that, dude. We just saw back-to-back 21-foot putts here from Rory and Cantlay. I believe that was a birdie putt. Patrick Cantlay will move to 3 under and tied now for 4th, dude. Wow. You love to see that, dude. Rory remains, by the way, at 2 under, tied for 9th. So that's your disparity there. A bunch of players tied for 4th at 3 under, and then a bunch tied for 9th at 3 under. Boy, do they hit you with the BK commercial right after. Starving, dude. Whopper, OG chicken sandwich. But yeah, don't forget Binge Buddies, 8 p.m. Mickey 17, Robert Pattinson. If you haven't seen it, I would be surprised if you guys haven't seen it. And maybe I'll watch some Daredevil today. It's been getting some good reviews, but I guess we'll kind of see, how things maybe pan out. But again, I want to thank everyone in here for tuning in. Wait, Beauvillier to the Caps? Anthony Beauvillier to the Caps? Really? Anthony Beauvillier. I know, of course, dude. Again, noon. People are on their lunch breaks. They're fucking doing shit, dude. What the fuck, man? Let's go. Another one. Why not? On the way out, dude. On the way out, dude. On the way out. This just in, courtesy of Tommy Donovan here, breaking some news. Washington Capitals acquire forward Anthony Beauvillier in a trade with the Pittsburgh Penguins this morning, and it appears that the Penguins have acquired a second-round draft pick in the 2025 NHL draft in exchange for Anthony Beauvillier, the former Islander here. Obviously, Penguins continuing dumping players here and getting draft picks because they'll be rebuilding their team over the next really 1 offseason or 2 off seasons to try and retain Crosby and get another cup with Crosby. And honestly, they owe it to him. I mean, Crosby wants to stick around for that, so let's fucking go. You look at Beauvillier in terms of maybe bolstering some depth here for Washington. Beauvillier on the season, 63 games played for the lefty, 20 points, 13 goals, 7 assists for him in Pittsburgh. You'd imagine maybe a little uptick in production given the quality of play there in Washington. And, of course, the player who's had some good years with the Islanders and then went to Vancouver, cup of coffee with Chicago, Nashville, and at this point Pittsburgh. And I will find himself on the Washington Capitals. And, again, you would imagine for someone like him, 27 years old, kind of looking for probably like a team where he can stick around, a former first rounder here, being on a team that could be competing for the cup here. I mean, he's probably ecstatic, right? I mean, what a trade for that type of player. So you'd imagine he would add a little depth to the Capitals, probably some big goals when it counts here. So great move by the Caps, and you'd expect that from an organization in their position. And also, I guess good job at the Penguins for grabbing another draft pick, dude. But at this point, I mean, Caps, they're Caps are going to be hard to beat, dude. That's for sure. But I would say, what a comment here from Tommy. Always knew I enjoyed Tommy, dude. I enjoyed Tommy before the deadline talk right here. I'm going to write that fucking down, motherfucker. Gotta 143. On the way out, guys. Anthony Beauvillier. I mean, what a great name for Anthony, huh? Gosh. But in any case, dude, I want to thank everyone in here for tuning in. I'll be getting out here, get to some editing, and of course, as Willy Wonka is over, So is this episode of the Sportsport and the week of shows for the Sportsport as well. Sportsport will be back here on Monday with Brian. As much as Michael Buckton probably doesn't want to see Brian anymore, he'll be on the show, and I'm glad for that, dude. To recap his weekend, as well as hopefully a 2-for-2 in terms of Rangers dubs, dude. And then, of course, as I mentioned, Binge Buddies, 8 p.m., so stick around. The pregame action before you guys go out, just give me 1 hour of your time. We'll talk some movies, call in, talk about anything you guys are watching currently, the Oscars that just happened last weekend, Mickey 17, maybe Robert Pattinson's career. How do you feel about Robert Pattinson's career? Tune in, 8 p.m. Binge Buddies to come talk about it. Everyone have a great weekend. Enjoy the sports. Enjoy the games. Let's go Rangers. And we're going to see you on Monday, Binge Buddies at 8.
Hey guys, Tony here from DowntimeTV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.